Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand, please. As will John and I up in the commentary box. We'll all be here to give you more action. 177 centimeters in height, 22 years of age. He hails from Themall in Thailand with a fight record, 48 fights, 7 wins, 7 losses, 5 wins by way of KO. He is Pasakon Yakala. His opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, in this welterweight contest, wearing black trunks with gold sequin trim, weighing at 66 kilos, 176 centimeters in height, 31 years of age. He hails from Ballarat in Victoria, Australia, but trains in Bendigo under the guidance of Gary and Pat Conley and brought in tonight by Troy Kovac. With a fight record of 10 fights, 10 wins, 9 wins by way of KO. He is the Australian welterweight champion, the WBL Australasian welterweight champion. He is a mad dog, that's why they call him Brad McDog. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Conte, Mr. Thailand Poku. Your judges, Mr. Torsiko, Mr. Haido Joe, and Madam Bangkapi. And in Highland talk, let's go!
Yeah, that's right, let's go. Let's move on to our next bout. Bout number 14 in the welterweight division is Brad Morgan from Australia. He's undefeated as a professional. 10 fights on his record, 10 victories. Taking on Pasakon Yakala from Thailand. He's got 14 bouts on his record, 7 victories and 7 defeats. Without that, Pasakon finally found his corner so we can get the action going. And here comes the mad dog, Brad Morgan.
Yeah, we've seen him fight before, we've met his corner as well. Pasakon is a very crafty guy as well, moves a lot, likes to land some big shots upstairs. But Brad Morgan, when he starts landing punches, when he gets his range, he just starts delivering great shots to the body and upstairs. Good head movement so far by Brad Morgan.
Good double jab there from Brad Morgan. He starts on low with some heavy power punches, left hook to the head and to the body as well.
And you can see Morgan's just trying to find that range as well, trying to establish his jab in the first round. We are scheduled for 6, so you can't really take much time off. You've just got to start pushing the paces as early as you possibly can. Big crunching left hook upstairs there by Morgan.
Morgan again, working off behind that double jab. Inside here, good short uppercut there by Pasakon.
And you can see he just keeps trying to replant his feet. Trying to trap Pasakon. You know, you can tell Brad Morgan's got that very Aussie style, which is coming forward, constantly trying to just outwork your opponent. You know, if you think about the great Jeff Fennick, how he would just try and demolish his opponents. Big left hook!
Wow, that left hook put Pasakon right down to the canvas. And I don't think he's going to get back up and get taken care of by the referee. So Brad Morgan advances now to 11 fights undefeated as a professional. What a left hook that was. Completely from the lights out of Pasakon.
Yeah, absolutely devastating left hook. Absolutely just kind of comparing, very aggressive, still coming forward. We see these replays. It was that left hook right on.
Gary and Pat in Bendigo will be jumping around and everybody at the pub at the high bar will be going crazy in Bendigo. Thank you. I've got that number now, Mr. Peter Denman.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, next up scheduled for 4 rounds of female Kesara Jan Pakdi. And your opponent from the red corner now entering the ring, Ye Kang Sao. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, official weight 48.5 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 11 victories, 12 defeats, and only one bout even. Representing Thailand, Gitsara Jatakdi. And her opponent fighting out the red corner, black trunks with silver trim, official weight 49 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 8 victories, 1 defeat, and 3 bouts even. Hailing out of and proudly representing South Korea, Ye Kang Sao. And your referee charge of the action once it begins. Referee Pakapon Somani. And the 3 judges from ringside, Judge Kanin Pupil, Judge Raymond Chang, and Judge Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next bout on the card. It is in the female light flyweight division, and it'll be going over 6 2-minute rounds. We've got Yi Yang Xiao in the red corner and Kitsara Jatakdi in the blue.
You can see her really coming out firing here. Some nice stances and good levels. Ketsara definitely didn't expect her opponent to come up this hot and heavy very early on.
Right hands swing missing here by Yi Xiao.
Yeah, a lot of clearly going along, but at the same time, some of these shots getting through. So you can see is just trying to put out Ketsara as early as she possibly can.
Jab there by Yi Xiao, trying to find some composure. She's getting it. Both the straight punches.
I mean, you can see as well with the head movement, she's getting down low, she's expecting a counter from Ketsara, but Ketsara isn't giving her that counter right now. But first round scheduled for 6, but again 2-minute rounds as we mentioned before.
Yeah, 2-minute rounds. Got to try and get in there and make sure you start early on. You can see how it's definitely on that. Took a foot on the gas right there. Right hook there by you can see how.
And it just seems like she's just toying her. She's just constantly moving forward, landing everything but everything. And Ketsara's got to return back with something. She's got to throw shots back. These shots to the body are definitely hurt. The referee's got to be looking at this one closely now.
Yeah, she didn't really hurt that body shot taking a count right now by the referee. Looks like she's going to continue. As the clock goes for the final 10 seconds of the first round, she's going to continue taking a big deep breath. You can see how she can get the job done in the first round. And that is the end of round number 1. We will get the replay speed shortly for the dominant round 2. You can see how it's the red corner.
I mean, that was just an overwhelming situation. Constantly moving forward for a punch. Like I said in the previous fight, you don't need to land clean punches blow on your opponent. You've just got to keep them guessing. You've got to keep them busy. You've got to make it uncomfortable for them and force the referee to basically make a decision for them. You know, the fight in South Korea, that's exactly what she did. Ketsara just didn't reply to something that would prevent her opponent moving forward. That was the problem there. She didn't do anything. She's got the 7th round now to do something different.
Yeah, it says you can't do something different. You can see how it just needs to keep pushing the pace like she did. Halfway point in the first round. Trying to get another knockdown. Here comes right hands there from you can see how it goes.
I mean, if the first round worked for her, she got that knockdown early, and it was more of an overwhelming knockdown. It wasn't a power knockdown, it was an overwhelming knockdown. All she has to do is stick to the same formula. 2-minute rounds allows you to keep that type of pace.
Left hand there, you can see how on the right hand too. It's just just seems on the beginning of the end. But Kensara at the moment, Jimmy, we've still got 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. She's not firing back anything. She goes out again. A right body shot this time. Referee is waving this one off, rightfully so. That's a victory right there for Ekin Xiao from Korea. Absolute demolition job for the Korean fighter. What a win that was for her. Thanks to the replays right now. Great body shot work. Her body was compromised in the first rebound in the first round. Ekin Xiao still up with us. And they just selected the corner on the right and get her finish. And all it off to the bigger winning of the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 38 seconds, your winner by way of second round TKO, Ekin Xiao.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we go on now to a catchweight competition. Over 6. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner from India. Please welcome Narongat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a catchweight competition. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, weighing in at 59 kilos, 170 centimeters in height, 19 years of age. He comes from Morocco but fights out of Thailand with a fight record, 1 fight, 1 win, and that win was won by KO. Please give him the big hand, Chonsarat Tobomas! His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, wearing glove and green and hat with dark blue trim, weighing in at 59 kilos, 168 centimeters in height, just 18 years of age. He comes from Imphal, India, where he's trained by Alan John. A fight record, 7 fights, 6 wins, 1 draw. 3 of those wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Nagamba Longjiam. Your referee from Hong Kong, Mr. Raymond Chan. Your judges, Mr. Carlos Costa, Mr. Chris Sanyadek, and Mr. Haito Joe. Fighters to the center, please. And in Highland language, let's go!
Yeah, let's go indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to fight number 17. This is 6 rounds of 3 minutes in the super bantamweight division. It's India taking on Thailand. We've got Bangkapi taking on Thomasin for Ulas.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a very, very quick finish in that previous fight, Ali. These two gentlemen had to move a little bit faster. Long jab. Just doing a good job right now to keep a nice high guard, stay very, very cool, calm and collected. Some great boxing shots as well for this nice cold weather in Bangkok.
Staying twitchy as well, the back foot, long jab, another jab. From the sit though, just slip and tip his way into the pocket. Using this straight punch, a great explosion there by long jab with the right hand.
Yeah, Chonga Sit holding his own. He looks like the taller of the two, but Long Jam just that stocky, shorter fighter. Good head movement being demonstrated by both these boxers at the moment. Jab there by long jab. Going upstairs to the body with the right hand. Calling this man long jab instead of long jab. That was a beautiful shot upstairs. Keeps firing that jab out. Keeps trying to demonstrate. As I mentioned, Ali, you know, Chomlasit to me is the taller of the two, but long jab is appearing as a taller version because he's landing that jab a lot better.
Well, like I said, long jab through the long with the jab. Right hand over long jab too.
Chomlasit just walking towards it. Looks like he wants to commit to a punch, but isn't believing in it. He had an uppercut there to go, but just didn't commit to the shot, and he's allowed long jab to really get back into his footwork.
Swinging this by Chomlasit. Long jab by landing with the left into the body and just backing off as he lands a 1-2.
Nice jab there, landed by Chomlasit as well. And that's what Chomlasit's going to do. Just keep flicking that jab downwards. Just keep trying to reach long jab. Keep trying to upset that rhythm he's got going for him right now.
Good left hand there by long jab. The right hand follows down the pipe.
The fight is almost at a bit of a stalemate here. They both know what they've got to do, but this is a real chess match at this point. But we've only got 6 rounds of action scheduled for this one, Ali, so they've got to just pick up the pace ever so slightly as the fight goes on. 6 rounds isn't that much time to give up.
No, it really isn't. Good right hand there by long jab. And there goes the bell to end the first round. Interesting clash of styles on both fighters in the first round. We'll get the replays for you any second from now, and then we'll go to round 2.
I would say both of their styles are very similar. The only difference is long jab's a little bit slicker and he's a little bit snappier with his punches. Chomlasit to me has been a little bit too lethargic. As you can see there, he's almost waiting too much for long jab to come in. And obviously if you're a counter puncher that makes sense, but if you just keep waiting and waiting, eventually long jab is just going to keep doubling up or tripling up those jabs and not giving any chance to really fire anything off.
Long jab over for me, so a lot of risk early on. He starts to pop the jab out in that first round. Then out of nowhere, starts firing off. So real risky power punches.
When you've got 6 rounds of action, I mean, if you want to appear risky to your opponent early on, you're given that opportunity to take their own risks as well. That's when you capitalise. You've got to remember, boxing is a game of edges, and whoever makes that first mistake can lose the fight. It's not about boxing perfect, it's just about making them make the mistake, force them into it.
Swing and miss there by Chomlasit. Jab there by long jab on the outside.
So as we mentioned, Ali, is very, very similar styles here. The only difference is the stature in their body. Long jab, the snappier, the quicker of the two. Chomlasit probably holds a lot of power with the way he's throwing these shots, but to me, he's not throwing enough of it, but he's still moving forward.
Right hand there by long jab. Chomlasit firing off his own punches too. There.
And I like the way that, Chomlasit keeps stepping to the right, keeps trying to cut off long jab, and long jab with that beautiful counter punch. So long jab is the aggressor in a way. Chomlasit is starting to turn it now and starting to move on towards long jab and taking the fight to him.
Long jab with a flurry. Right hand there by Chomlasit as he tries to be aggressive back against long jab.
Nice 1-2 down the pipe. I just think these have got to start stepping up and start to mix things up a little bit. They've got to start turning up the tempo as well. They're landing some nice single, double punch combinations, but that's where it stays.
Swing and miss there by long jab, jab by Chomlasit. Good flurry by Chomlasit as he just pushes long jab back. We know long jab likes to fight off the back foot though. No doubt he's got some balance weight for Chomlasit if he decides to come forward aggressively like that again. Big
swing and a miss again. So both fighters have got to step things up here because you're getting to a point, Ali, where 6-round fights, you can't leave it to a close round. You can't have any swing rounds. You've got to really dominate the majority of that round to prove why you're winning it.
Swing and a miss there by Jonathan again. But that's the good thing of putting straight punches in boxing, Jimmy. You can miss with a straight or a jab, and at that kind of range, it doesn't expose you too much. Whereas if you miss with a long cut or a hook and really commit to it, it leaves you open. Your right hand connect there early on by Jonathan.
100%, that's why you're always told to go right down the middle, but you see there, Long Jam starting to get hit with some big shots. Jonathan starting to connect with some beautiful combinations, getting the attention of Long Jam.
Jab there by Long Jam on the back foot. And there goes the bell at the end of the second round. Such a frustrating style of fight. Long Jam is just using the ring as his best man. You feel that real estate that's available. Find an open space, find a free space. The set trap for Jonathan as he comes forward. Jonathan did have a moment, so he's able to walk down. Long Jam in hand. Good hard right hand and left hooks. Long Jam again to control the fight so well on the back foot. Really, he's still ahead. Fighting just going to round 3.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to that halfway point of how much do you want this now and how much are you going to turn up the pressure as well. You've got to push the pace. You can't just be too complacent. If you feel like you're in a close fight, imagine what the judges are seeing as well. Don't leave it in the hands of believing that you're winning. You've got to push it. And that's the job of the corner as well. I think the corner has got to push you into it.
We go round 3 underway. Long Jam, the pale blue trunks with the dark blue trim. Johnson, the red trunks with the white trim.
And you can see Jonathan starting to use his size a little bit better now, starting to come off the ring, looking a little bit more imposing, stepping forward with the shots. And to me, you know, that first round, Long Jam was just, to me, doing such a good job. Very slick, very aggressive. But Jonathan slowly but surely just started walking towards him. But a nice blitz there by Long Jam.
Long Jam on the left hook with the right hand. Good uppercut being returned though. By Jonathan, a great right hand that backs off Long Jam. Long Jam stumbling here. Jonathan's corner telling him to go.
And that's the other part as well. You've got to know when to go for it. It's the timing of just pushing forward when the opening is there. I think the opening is available for him.
Long Jam still backing off, using his lateral movement, using the footwork. Swinging this by Jonathan. Flurry there by Long Jam at the back foot as well. Good 1-2. Right hand by Jonathan as he stalks. Long Jam keeps on pushing him backwards. Trying to walk him down. Here we have a fight here inside the pocket.
This is what we were saying, Ali. You can't just rely on single punch combinations unless you have knockout power to back it up. He's got to start putting punches and bunches, force the referee to start looking at the fight closer. That's what he's got to do. Jonathan's got to do it, but so is Long Jam. You've got to put 2, 3, even 4 punch combinations together at this point.
Long Jam playing a risky game here with the tactics on the back foot. Just waiting for Jonathan to put forward a real head to a counter punch. Jonathan has been able to capitalise positions like this where he gets Long Jam on the ropes and starts just unwinding with some great punches.
Yeah, he's got to rough him up here sometimes, but again, to me, Jonathan is fighting well. He's constantly pushing forward. Long Jam has got to start getting that counter punch working for him, start going down to the body, start doing that right hand, that 1-2 to the body, but single punch combinations are not going to win it this late into a fight.
Yeah, I feel like Long Jam's starting to fade at the moment, Jimmy. The counter game is just not working for him. So he can control the fight so well on the back foot compared to what he was able to previously. this round. It's been a good round for Jonathan. And that is the bell in there to the third round.
It was a good round for Jonathan, moving forward the entire round, kept pushing the pace, kept bringing it to his opponent. Judges like that, it makes it easier for the judges to make their decision. So to me, you can see by the replays, Jonathan is all over those replays. He's the man taking it to long jump. Long jump, still clearly very dangerous on that back foot, still has some good counters, but it's not enough to keep Jonathan away from him. If you've got a fighter that keeps moving towards you, you've got to think, have I done anything to prevent this? And have I done anything to give them a deterrent? You've got to question, are they just fearless? Or are they fearing the fact that they've got to try and do something spectacular?
Here we go, entering round number 4. We are set for 6 if it goes that far. Got Long Jam in the red corner, Thomason in the blue corner. It's a good round for Thomason, the previous one. At the moment, Jimmy, which way are you swaying?
I mean, I give that first round to Long Jam, and then the rounds afterwards I've given to Thomason, with one of them being very, very close. But right now I've got a beautiful left hook upstairs by Long Jam.
Yeah, Long Jam now using a lot more space, not stepping backwards too much onto the ropes where he can get cornered by Thomason. Make sure he's got some room to play with. Lastly, pivot around his opponent, straight back to the body there by Long Jam.
Much better by Long Jam. Starting to actually land the combination, starting to put more than one punch together, making it easier for him to keep Thomason away from him. Thomason is starting to react to his fame, so he's got the attention of him.
Right hand to the body there by Thomason, and right hand to the head by Long Jam.
Long Jam landed a nice counter, but again Thomason still on his grill, still moving forward, just constantly in front of him, almost like Margarita, the boxer, just keeps moving forward, and there's nothing you can do except try and chop that tree down.
Good right hand to the body there. Overhand right there by Thomason. Again, Jimmy Thomason taking over. Long Jam is fading.
And I think this is Thomason's idea. You know, like I said, Antonio Margarita, the fighter would just constantly walk you down and know eventually that it's too hard to keep such a big opponent away from you, and eventually you just start hammering away. So Long Jam's got to just believe in his footwork and start circling around Thomason. Get away from him there. He goes his shots but didn't give him anything to worry about except that nice combination by Long Jam.
Thomason's corner, Shannon go to the body, and he does with the jab. Right hand against the body by Thomason. Right hand against the body by Thomason. Seems like that is already the most successful right hand round. Long Jam still fading and slowing down. Right hand goes to the head from Thomason. Again, Thomason going to the body. Long Jam in a lot of trouble at the moment, Jimmy.
100% Long Jam still returning with good shots though. I mean, even when he was in trouble, even when he was getting hit hard, he was still returning with vicious punches. So credit to Long Jam, he was under pressure but still landing some nice right hands upstairs.
I feel like he's let this fight slip away from him because of the tactics that he's using. Going on the back foot, going and resetting and then having to reset again, not being comfortable on where he positioned himself, and then trying to find another part of the ring, another space where he thinks he can capitalize with some counter punches. Feints here, he's right handed. That's better from Long Jam ending the round with a very electric left hook that almost sent Thomason up and down from canvas. Wow, what a punch that was. Finally Long Jam coming to life. Are we going to see a bit more of that in the fifth round? We'll hear the replays from the fourth. And it was Long Thomason up until that last exchange at the end of the round. Long Jam just being teed off on by by Sean Sit. I hope we're going to see it on the replay where Long Jam decides to explode right here. It's a straight right and a jab. Almost put Sean Sit down to the canvas.
I mean, I think that was a mixture of the round was ending, the foot was off the pedal, but that's got to be good for Long Jam to realise I've got power to knock my opponent down. So that was 5 seconds before would have been a knockdown alley. That would have been a 10-8 round for a round that was definitely going Sean Sit's way.
I don't think that exchange is going to decide the round in Long Jam's favour. That's only going to give us some confidence coming to the fifth.
I mean, it can't technically, considering the punch landed right at the end of the round, but the confidence level for Long Jam's got to be good now.
Jab there from Sean Sit, right hand as well. Sean Sit's corner trying to get him to stay long, bigger range, and get in and out of dodge. I mean, he does have a bit of a slight height advantage, Jimmy, so let's see if we can use that to his advantage.
I mean, Long Jam starts off strong and then fades towards the end of the round, so Sean Sit has just got to realise that I've got to stay in front of him for a little bit longer and then capitalise on the fading of Long Jam. But Sean Sit's got to wait for that switch up, and that's the important thing here. How well can you switch up inside that ring when necessary?
Right hand there by Long Jam going into the body as well as the left hook. And Sean Sit's corner asking him to come closer. Goes to Long Jam. Start letting his punches go. Couldn't agree more. It feels like Long Jam is still fading, still fatiguing. And this is the time to capitalise on it. Good left hand to the body there by Sean Sit. And starts to try and tee off on Long Jam.
And those body shots as well, they're the ones that will start to deter you. Those are the ones that start wearing you down. But when Long Jam is hurt and Long Jam is on the back foot, he finds a way to still be dangerous. We still see him firing good shots upstairs, and to me, Long Jam is still boxing well, and I don't think he's winning the rounds at these moments.
Swinging a miss there by Long Jam on the back foot. Right hand over left hook from Long Jam. Overhand right there by Sean Sit. Sean Sit again coming forward with the left hook. Right hand again there by Sean Sit. He's not giving up here. In the fifth round, keeping applying the pressure against Long Jam.
And this is the thing, Sean Sit can't be complacent here. He's got to still be imposing and still be damaging towards Long Jam, because Long Jam's the one who's knocked down or nearly knocked down Sean Sit. Sean Sit has yet to do that, so Sean Sit has got to keep pushing forward and try to make himself as tall as possible.
One hand there by Long Jam. Jabs the body by Sean Sit. Jab on the outside by Sean Sit. That's the end of the fifth round. Going into the second final round. That's just one part. Man of the note, Jimmy Bowe.
So here we are, the replay from that fifth round. I mean, I thought there was some very, very even exchanges. The difference here is because Sean Sit is the taller of the two and he's always moving forward, it's easier to favour him in some of these rounds. So, although Long Jam was landing to me the cleaner, crisper punches, it's hard to argue. Well, sorry, it's hard to decide who wins that round, because Sean Sit looks like he's winning, but to me Long Jam is actually landing the better, cleaner punches.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sean Sit is winning this fight. You're the expert here when it comes to boxing, but I just feel like he's
I feel like he's edging the rounds and he's making himself look good. But this is the thing with boxing. Long Jam to me landing better shots, but is it enough to win rounds?
Sean Sit in the red trunks with the white trim in the blue corner, representing Thailand. And the Gamba long jab in the red corner with the light blue trunks and the navy blue trim representing India.
And it's at this point, Ali, where although we think Chonmasik's done enough, you can't confidently say he's winning this fight. So this sixth and final round to me is very, very important. They've just got to push it, do everything they can to really dominate this round, try and get a knockdown, do whatever they can. So I think that in a close fight, both fighters always believe they're winning.
Jab there, good jab from both fighters. The long jab landed also significant jab, right hand. Good shot to the head from long jab as well. Stalemate between both fighters. Thanks here from both fighters as well. Throwing for long jab to the side, one of those punches hit the chest.
You're at that point now where if you're getting the reaction from your opponent yet you're not pressing the action, that's what you need to do. You need to start capitalizing on those things that are working. If your opponent's reacting, you're winning the traps.
Right hand to the by long jab, a left hook over the top. Right hand over being fired back by Chonmasit. Chonmasit has long jab in his own corner. They're taunting here, fancy footwork from Chonmasit as he just tries to chill the clock.
Big exchange there, Ali. I mean, long jab finding the target in very unusual ways, charging in, trying to get anything he can. And again, long jab nearly knocked down Chonmasit, but he's got to push now. To me, it's all or nothing.
Yeah, going to take some risks right here as we get to the final minute of the round. They're taunting here, but a fancy guard work from Chonmasit. And he slides it left to right. With flurry punches being fired off though by long jab.
Great combination, and that's the first real flurry that he's landed in this round. I mean, we see a bit of blood trickling from the left-hand side of long jab, but what a fight this is turning out to be. I mean, if this round goes to long jab, this is a close fight, Ali, and I would hate to judge it. Either Chonmasit wins by a small edge or it's a draw in my unofficial scorecard, Ali.
Well, we will find out very soon who has won that fight or what the system's going to be. Is it going to be Gamba long jab from India or Chonmasit WBPuamat from Thailand? Let's take into the replay from that final round. Also an explosive flurry from long jab. Chonmasit was having to take that round off. And just wait and bait. Long jab on the back foot. There's a good flurry from long jab, but enough time for talking as we go as Mr. Philip Player for the official decision of that bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of savage boxing, the judges scored it. Carlos, 59-55. Christianity, 57-57. Hello, 59-55. A win, ladies and gentlemen, to the red corner. A big hand, the Gamba, a long jab. And a big hand also played for his opponent in front of that great wall. No mercy asked and none was given.